Hello everyone. So welcome to this lecture. And in this lecture we are starting with exercise number 3. In exercise number 3, we will see type 1, and in type 1 we have to find modular exponentiation. But to calculate modular exponentiation, here we'll use the concept of distributive law. Like here in type 1 total 7 problems are there. So first we'll start with the problem number 1. In problem number 1, here they are saying here we need to calculate 5 raised to 41 mod of 9. So now we'll go to the solution part. Since here in problem they have given here we need to calculate 5 raised to 41 mod of 9. So 5 raised to 41 will be the too large number and it is not possible to calculate. So this kind of problem can be calculated with the help of distributive law. So to calculate 5 raised to 41, what we'll do now, here we have the power is 41. So we will convert this 41 into binary form. So to convert in binary form, already you know the procedure, I think, right? 1 2, we'll add the double number 1 2 4 8 16 32, but will not go for the 64, right? Because we cannot exceed 41. So the whatever number we are writing over here, that number should be written in form of the power of 2, like 2 power 0 is 1, 2 power 1 is 2, and 2 power 2 is 4, 2 power 3 is 8, 2 power 4 is 16, and 2 power 5 is 32. So we are writing everything in this format, and after that what we'll do now, yeah, and here we have to find the binary of 41. So to find the binary of 41, here will 32, at the place of 32 we'll write 1, and 32 plus 8, right? 32 plus 8 become 40, and plus 1 become 41. So at the position of 1, at the position of 8, and the position of 32, 1 will come, and the rest of the number will be 0. So here we can write, so 5 raised to 41 can be written as 5 raised to, this is the 1, right? So here we'll write 5 raised to 1 multiplied by, then this is 8, so here we'll write 5 raised to 8. Now here we have 32, so here we'll write 5 raised to 32. So instead of writing 5 raised to 41, so 5 raised to 41 is converted into 5 raised to 1 into 5 raised to 8 into 5 raised to 32. Then after that we'll take the mod of 9. 5 raised to 1, 5 raised to 8 become 9. So 5 raised to 9, and 5 raised to 9 plus 5 raised to 32, it become 5 raised to 41 that we want to calculate, right? So now since this term can be evaluated with the help of the law of association, and I hope you are aware with the associative law. And associative law of modular arithmetic says that if we have a into b and we want to find the mod of m, so how it to be calculated now? First a will be taken with the mod of m, so it will be a mod of m. This is first term. Now after that what we'll do, now b will be taken with the mod of m, so it will be b mod of m. Then after calculating mod with a and b, again we'll take the mod, and that will the mod of m. So this is called law of association. So you might be aware with the law of association. So we'll use the same law to evaluate this thing. So here it will be 5 raised to 1 mod of 9, and then 5 raised to 8 mod of 9, and again 5 raised to 32 mod of 9, and after that again we'll write mod of 9 again, right? So I hope you are aware with this law. So here we have applied the associative law of modular arithmetic. So now what we'll do now here is, hence we can write, so 5 raised to 41 can be written as 5 raised to 41 mod of 9 can be written as what? In this way. So I'm considering it as in equation number 1. So now to calculate 5 raised to 41, we should have the value of 5 raised to 1 mod 9, then we should have the value of 5 raised to 8 mod of 9, then we should have the value of 5 raised to 32 mod of 9. So first we'll going to evaluate all three values, and then accordingly put in the equation number 1, and then we can find the value of 5 raised to 41 mod of 9. So now here I am starting from 5 raised to 1. So if I am going to calculate 5 raised to 1 mod of 9, so 5 raised to 1 is nothing but 5, and 5 mod of 9 will be 5 only, right? So hence we have calculated the first term. Now similar way we have to calculate 5 raised to 8 and 5 raised to 32 also. But to calculate 5 raised to 8, first of all we should have the value of 5 raised to 2, then 5 raised to 4, then and only then we can find the value of 5 raised to 8. So first we'll find the 5 raised to 2. So 5 raised to 2 mod of 9, here we need to calculate. So 5 raised to 2 mod of 9 will be 5 raised to 2 is nothing but 25. So 25 mod of 9. And if I'm going to evaluate 25 mod of 9, so it will be 7. I hope you know the procedure how to find the mod. And then after that what we do, 5 raised to 2, and after that we'll calculate 5 raised to 4. So 5 raised to 4 mod of 9. To calculate 5 raised to 4 mod of 9, from the 5 raised to 2 we can find the 5 raised to 4. Now here we'll use the distributive law. A distributive law says that if we have the value of 5 raised to 2 mod of 9, then with the help of that value we can evaluate 5 raised to 4 mod of 9. So we'll use this value to calculate 5 raised to 4 mod of 9. This is 7. So here we'll write 7 square mod of 9, and 7 square mod of 9 is nothing but 49 mod of 9. And if you're going to calculate 49 mod of 9, so it will be nothing but equal to 4. Here we have calculated 49, right? Now after that we'll go for 5 raised to 8. So from 5 raised to 4 we can calculate 5 raised to 8 also. So 5 raised to 8 mod of 9 will be equal to, here we have to calculate 5 raised to 8. So 5 raised to 8 can be obtained from 5 raised to 4. So from 5 raised to 4 we can calculate 5 raised to 8, and in 5 raised to 8, 5 raised to 4, here we have 4, right? So with the help of this value we can calculate 5 raised to 8 also. So it will be 4 square mod of 9, and 4 square mod of 9 is nothing but 16 mod of 9. And if we're going to calculate 16 mod of 9, so it will be again 7. I hope you understood this thing now. So hence we can say here we have also calculated 5 raised to 8 mod of 9, but to calculate 5 raised to 8 mod of 9 we should have 5 raised to 4, and to calculate 5 raised to 4 we should have 5 raised to 2. Hence we have calculated 5 raised to 2, 5 raised to 4, then we calculated 5 raised to 8, and from 5 raised to 8 we can find 5 raised to 16, and from 5 raised to 16 we can find 5 raised to 32. So here we'll calculate 5 raised to 16. So 5 raised to 16 mod of 9 can be obtained from 5 raised to 8. So answer for the 5 raised to 8 is nothing but 7. So here we'll write 7 square mod of 9, and 7 square mod of 9 has been already calculated, is a 4, right? So again it will be 4. So now at the last we'll go for 5 raised to 32. From 16 we can get 32. So 32, 5 raised to 32 mod of 9 can be calculated, right? From 5 raised to 16 we can evaluate 5 raised to 32. Here we have 4. So we'll write 4 square mod of 9, and 4 square mod of 9 is nothing but 7. So hence we have calculated 5 raised to 32 also. So now but we know that 5 raised to 41 mod of 9 is nothing but equal to 5 raised to 1 mod of 9, and 5 raised to 8 mod of 9, 5 raised to 32 mod of 9. Here all three term we have, and after that at the end we'll take mod of 9, right? So after mod of 9, 5 raised to 1 mod of 9 is nothing but 5, and 5 raised to 8 mod of 9 is nothing but 7. 5 raised to 32 mod of 9 is nothing but 7 again, right? Then mod of 9 will be here, right? And 5 into 7 into 7, if you're going to calculate here, it will be 245, and 245 mod of 9 is nothing but equal to, here you will get 2. So hence we have calculated over here 5 raised to 41 mod of 9. So this is the final solution of the problem. So hence we have completed the solution of the problem number 1. So this is the end of this lecture. In coming lecture we will going to see another problem. Thank you.